Hey guys, Lady Liberty Stacker. It is Sunday, September 29th, 2019, and I am back for another video for you guys today. I have been kind of backlogged. I've had a lot of other stuff going on I've had to complete, so I apologize for not having videos out to you, but I do have another skillet that I did pick up. And before I get to that, though, I want to give you the status of the other items, other cast iron items that I picked up over the Labor Day weekend, and also following with my mom, we went cast iron treasure hunting. And as you know, I picked up 8 pieces, 2 of which were cracked, which went to the metal pickers, but the other 6 are in various stages of restoration. And when you're doing all this, you're making videos and you have an online reselling business and you have other family obligations and you trying to restore cast iron, it's an awful lot. It takes a while to get done. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you the pieces that I have so far. This one turned out to be and this has just been stripped, and it's been sprayed down with canola oil so it wouldn't flash rust. And this actually was stripped probably more than a week ago. I just haven't had an opportunity to season it yet. It's been very hot here, and today it's just cooled off enough where I could do another layer on a couple of the skillets. But this is an unmarked Wagner at 11 3/4 inch. It's a number 10. As you can see, a number 10 there on the handle. And this is in great shape. No seasoning on it yet other than the oil. It's, I can feel it. It's not really sticky, but you can feel the oil on there. And you can see the trademark handle with the flattened part against the sidewall. But anyway, it's the unmarked Wagner. This is the Taiwan number 3. I think I showed you this before. It's actually, they have it marked as a number 2. You can see that there. And I don't have any seasoning yet on this, but this is actually extremely smooth. This is going to go in with my number 3 collection. It's about the size of my other number 3s. It would make my 5th one. And that is a Taiwan number 2, or actually it's number 3 skillet. So I will be seasoning that. That doesn't have any seasoning on it, just a little canola oil so it would not rust. And it's in fine shape. And now we are going to go into the kitchen here. And I just put a second layer of seasoning. This is the cast iron griddle, the antique griddle. I'm going to go ahead and show you that one because I have to get to these with the camera. But I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. First one, this is the Vollrath number 5. And you can see there are 5 with the dash on it. If you can see that there real slow. And this is like a nice chocolatey brown. That's what it looks like on the inside. Beautiful skillet. It does have a couple of manufacturing things going on. I think it's probably, my guess is it was made in or around the 1920s. So that's the number 5 Vollrath, and you can tell by the trademark handle there. I did sell my number 7. It went out to California, and I did notice a little bit of seasoning there on the back. And I'm going to go ahead and wipe that down. Just because, and this I just got done with this. And sometimes the seasoning can kind of show up. I didn't see that before in the light it was in, but you can still wipe it down like this as it's curing and drying, because seasoning will kind of roll around sometimes on the surface. So there we go. That's a nice chocolatey brown. And then we have this one here, which is our 3-notch Lodge. And this one looks like it just came out of the foundry. Look at that. It had a lot of crud. But you can see this is after 2 coats of seasoning, and then you've got a number 8, and then you've got, let me go ahead and show you, get a little closer, you can see that's a number 2, and the 3 notches. And then on here you can actually see the milling, if you can see that. Kind of hard to show on the camera, but it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And you just make sure the seasoning is just, not rolling over. You don't want it to dry that way. But that was that one. And that is a nice chocolatey brown. And if you are looking for newly restored, if you don't want to do it yourself, it should be a nice dark chocolatey brown if you've done it correctly. If it's black, then either it hasn't been restored or just has been cleaned and maybe seasoned over, what have you. Then finally, we have the antique Mexican cast iron griddle. This is the stamp Hecho en Mexico, made in Mexico. And this is a sultana. And from my research, these were made in the early 1900s and generally passed down from granddaughter to daughter to, or granddaughter to mother to daughter, etc. Let me see if I can turn it over. It is pretty heavy, but the reason why I liked it, because it had the handles and you can actually manipulate it much easier than the modern Lodge reversible griddle skillet. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's a nice chocolatey brown. So it will be going back in the oven for a third coat. And right now that is with 2 coats of seasoning, and just beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to go back in. I'm going to show you. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you the... and if you remember correctly, this is the favorite Pequaware number 8 waffle iron that I totally stripped and re-seasoned and restored. And I was not intending to sell this, but decided to after finding a number 9 Griswold when I was out cast iron treasure hunting with my mom back on the early part of September. This one works perfectly great. It is a beautiful piece of cast iron. I've already made waffles. You can go back and check the video out on that. There it is there. It's kind of hard to show in this light. And I'll go ahead and show both sides of that. And you can see there the squares that make the waffle. And this is a beautiful piece. And I do have it listed, so if you are interested in this, I'm pretty firm on the price, but what I would do is basically subtract off any selling fees that I would get on the price. But if you're interested, you can shoot an email over to ladylibertystacker@gmail.com. Lady Liberty Stacker altogether at gmail.com. So that is my email. But yeah, that's listed that online. And then here is the number 9 Griswold that I found. And this, I'm going to go ahead and lift it up by the bail handle, has 1 coat of seasoning on it already. As you can tell by the 2 of them here, the Griswold is larger than the Pequaware. And the Griswold is a number 9. The Griswold is much more rare. And I have a clip that I'm going to show you guys at the end of the video of a massive, massive vendor that she must have had 200 skillets. And there's a short clip at the end that'll show you what all she had in an antique booth. We didn't buy any because it was really expensive, and I like to restore mine. But she had a bunch of waffle irons, a bunch of them. They were all number 8s, though. Number 9s you don't see too often. This has a patent, December 1st, 1908 on it. And this is the inside of it. That's 1 coat of seasoning. Been totally re-stripped, and now it looks nice and brown. But I'd like it to get a little shiny. So we're going to do a little bit more here, the handles. You can see that. They've been, and it churns really smoothly. And these are companion 316, 317, and 318 American, the Griswold Company, with the large block slant logo. And this is going to be for us to keep. So that is my Griswold with 1 layer of seasoning on it. I plan to do 3 more layers of seasoning. So now we're going to go ahead and move these guys to the side, and I'll show you the Blacklock skillet. And here we go. Now, I ordered this from Williams-Sonoma. One of my viewers had said that Williams-Sonoma also carries Lodge and the Blacklock series. They carry the enameled cast iron. They carry Cuisinart. They carry Fine X, which is a top-of-the-line cast iron. I don't own any of that. The shape of it, it's shaped like a stop sign, doesn't really appeal to me. But anyway, I ordered another one, and this actually came triple box. It came in this large box here, which I already went ahead and opened. And let me go ahead and adjust the camera. They have all this bubble wrap and air pillows and all that kind of stuff, so it must have cost them a fortune. Of course, I didn't use USPS. And then it came in the traditional outer box. Mind you, I still have the box with the other skillet, and it just came in this and this. So they double boxed it, and that's from Lodge Manufacturing. This came from Williams-Sonoma, and they actually triple boxed it. So I went ahead and scored it already. So we're going to go ahead and take it out of the box. So put the camera down so you can see. Can't remember what side I got it out of. Oops. I didn't really totally take it out, but oops. Here we go. And here is my new Blacklock skillet. It's actually fits a void in my collection. It's going to help us out. I'm actually going to use it tonight. That's why I needed to do this unboxing now, because I need to wash it out real quick. And I'm going to make turkey burgers on it. So here we go. It is the 12-inch, almost square griddle. And this is the piece they have it. And I'm afraid almost to take this off. I usually use a blow dryer. I think it'll peel off though. And if you're afraid that it's going to take off the seasoning, you could use a hot blow dryer. I'm just peeling it off. You got to be really careful when you remove it. And that's what I'm doing right now to get this off. Came off without a problem. Just be very careful because there is the glue. I saw one unboxing of a Blacklock skillet, and they actually peeled off the seasoning. We'll take a look at this, and typically you get the book about the Blacklock history. It started in 1896. The factory burned down in 1910, and they re-emerged as Lodge, as they're known today. This is the griddle. And I wanted one that I could actually manipulate. It's heavier than the other skillet, but it has the assist handle. It says Blacklock. And you have here, it says USA 1896. And that looks really good. I'm just going to go ahead and wash it out, but I don't see any issues with that. And then the back, I'll go ahead and turn it this way so you can see. There it is. Looks really good. Just need to wash it out a little bit. A little pitted right there, but that can be from the manufacturing. And a little dot right there. Again, they're not meant to be perfect. It would be nice if they were, but these aren't top of the line. I did get a sale on this. It was 20% off and free shipping, and I caught it at the tail end. And again, but that's fine. This skillet should do really well. I'm going to be planning on using it for grilling hamburgers, turkey burgers. You could actually grill bacon on this. Really nice because it would help the fat drip off. And I'm going to use it to make paninis. And what you do is you put your bread on here both sides, and you can actually press it with another cast iron pan, and it works like a panini press. So this looks real nice. I'm real happy with this. I got to wash it out, and so I can use it for dinner. And if you want to see a video of turkey burgers, I can do that next time I make them. And also, if you guys want to see a video of how I am going to season this guy, I can do that also. Please leave it below in the comments and let me know if you want to see that. Also, let me know if you want to see how I make turkey burgers. They're very good, and my hubby just absolutely loves them. So that's it for now. Stay tuned for the clip coming up of the huge vendor with tons of cast iron. That is just awesome. And unfortunately, we didn't buy any that day, but it was fun looking. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Please give me a thumb up. Leave a comment or question below. And here's the clip of the vendor. And see you next time.
Over in the Great Lake, it's Rugs and More. All of their in-stock rugs are 20% off. Also check out our half-price red splash clearance on select flags and door hangers. At Creative Sales in the Great Lake, they have a fantastic collection of new and used merchandise, including Hickory rockers at $139 each, purple wall jars 99 cents each. T-shirts are 99 cents each. favorite vendor. Thank you for shopping with us